Hi, good day to everyone. Welcome you to Exambrix, a very unique video tutorial specially prepared for you. Yes, today we are talking about WinTOTO Advanced. Now, as today you should know, I'm preparing this video. Today is on the 4th of June. As we know, we are getting closer to the 3 million draw, which falls on the 6th of June. So I definitely would like to share more with you, because as the day we upgraded to the version 3.2, as you can see over here. So in case you have not upgraded to this version 3.2, my advice to you, upgrade it fast, because we have in hand two winners. One got the win to win the group 1 during the 5 million draw, which is a winning amount of 2.2 million. Another one is got the group 1 winning, which the winner got to win 250,000. And I can only say, hearing their story, it really make me feel that worth the time, worth the effort of upgrading the software. Definitely. And I want to say to all of you, right, if you have not upgraded software, get it now. If you have not got our WinTOTO Advanced, WinTOTO Advanced, get it the soonest, because you are joining this group of winners, and I'm very sure you do not want to miss it. Alright, now just in case you need to upgrade, just give me a tinkle at 92300837. My name is Hai Tong and I'm from Exambrix. Now I'm going to share with you something very interesting as I go along, and of course in preparation for the 3 million draw. So if you are not going to play alone, and if you would like to join us in the pooling, just feel free to give me an SMS at 92300837, and per share we are charging is $28 for the pooling. Alright, now so much for this. Now let's talk about what we're going to share with you. I'd like to show you something that what we have here before I go into the viewer is, have you seen this thing called the display statistics? Now I'd like to show you this thing called the super tree, because super tree is a very interesting features that we talk about. What the super tree means, alright, means says that from the smaller number 1 to 15, we divide them, 45 numbers, we divide them by 3 groups, right? Another group is ranging from 16 to 30. Another group is ranging from 31 to 45. There are people who play this kind of numbers, but of course, for all the 6 numbers to fall into one group, very seldom. But if last draw, if you were to pick 16 to 30, congratulations, you certainly have won a 5 numbers there. You definitely have won a 5 number winning number there. Now the next question comes is, as you can see, ranging from 31 to 45. Alright, for the past 2 draw from 23rd May to 27th May, there aren't any. Alright, 0. Alright, as it progress, alright, on the 30th May, there are 2 sets from here, 31 to 45. Now the next question comes is, how many do you think between 31 and 45 there will be for this coming draw? Alright, I would say that there will be a balance. I think very high chance that you will see an increase. Alright, from 1 to 15, very high chance. So I would like to recommend to all of you, do pay attention from 1 to 15. I would foresee at least a minimum 2 numbers from there. Alright, and I would think that 16 to 30, there will be a very highly probable chance of a reduction from 5 to 2. Alright, so if 3 or 2, let's say 3, 2, then what about the last group, which is 31 to 45? I think very high chance of another 2 from there. So you judge it for yourself. If you have the software, of course you are at an advantage. If you do not have, then perhaps you may want to consider having one. Alright, if you have, please practice on that. Now the other thing I want to show to all of you is very interesting figures, is something like this. It's called the NG table. As you can see over here, alright, the last draw that we have, that means on the 3rd of June, there aren't any repeat numbers. So we foresee the repeat numbers to pick up. Okay, and of course we have a lot of numbers fall under this category, as you can see here. Alright, under the NG2, that means 2 draws ago numbers, there are many sets that came out. In fact, out of 6, 3 of them appears, almost 50%. But those on the NG3, 0, NG4 there's 1, NG5 there's 0. So you can actually see for yourself that if you were to play any numbers ranging from next gap 1 to gap 7, you can actually currently you can see that there are many numbers 3, 4, 5, Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of the time there are 5 numbers. Sometimes you even have 6 numbers inside. Alright. So if you were just to stay focused on NG1 to NG7, very high chance. Alright. Lately the focus is around there. Alright. Now so much so for the data I want to show to you. This is something that you can find in WinTOTO Advanced. So if you have not got one, my advice, get it as soon as. So let's go back to the wheeler here. Now I'm going to show you more times because I feel that a repetition is important because this will definitely give you even better and better understanding as you watch, because this is the third video that I produced for all of you. So I want to take this opportunity to really clearly and slowly explain to you, and I want to making sure that all of you got a very clear picture of what's going on. Now before I go into this, I'd like to say is that the reverse scan that you can see when you click under the forecast, alright, as I repeat again one more time to all of you, because there are many questions being asked, what is reverse scan forecast all about? What we are doing over here is basically we are doing this thing called the reverse engineering. Now the reverse engineering terminology means we actually did a background search on all the numbers, right, the recent results that appear, and we'll see which are the probable number. But again, this one, there are many works behind this. So the programming part by Mr. K.L. Tan, I would say that it took him a lot of times and a lot of effort. So but then, as I said, the effort paid off because we finally have a group 1 and a group 2 winner. Alright, and I think this upgrade very worth. So I want to say is that the reverse engineering basically works on this thing called checking on the past most recent results and making a comparison from every numbers and see which are the probable group of numbers to appear, and this is how it's been chosen. But again, I'm not here to say that every draw we are very sure, I'm 100% sure that we'll have something like a 5 plus 1, 4 plus 1. Last draw we do not have. So does it mean that it's not accurate? No, do not get it wrong. In any statistics, there's this thing called a bell curve. Right, so you got to understand their ups and downs. Alright, but the most important thing, most of the time, is on the upside, so the positive side. So meaning to say that very frequently we do catch a lot of 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1 numbers inside the group of numbers that we have actually picked under the reverse scan forecast. So all I want to say, you can certainly play this number with a peace of mind. Alright, now so much so has been spoken about the explanations of the reverse scan forecast. So if you're ready, I'm ready too. Let's go into the pick right now. Okay, bear in mind that this video is produced on the 4th of June, meaning to say we got 2 days ahead of 6th of June. So if you are looking at this video, congratulations. If you are just look on this video after the draw, I think that will be a good witness for you. At least you can see what has been said right before the draw. But of course, after the draw, even if you watch this video before the draw, I will encourage you to watch it one more time after the draw. At least you've got a good feel of what's going on. Now, in total, there are 25 numbers being chosen. Alright, so now the question is how many numbers would you like to have it over here, and which numbers would like to take it out? But I would normally take out 2 sets of numbers because I would prefer to play at 23 numbers than at 25. Then again, I would like to ask all of you a very important question: is having a 23 numbers, isn't it better than having a 12 numbers? As you can see, there are many people who went to Singapore Pool to say, I want to buy 23 numbers. Yeah, 23 numbers. Can you please do it for me? I would say they got stunned because they can't do for sure, because they do not have. But if you have the software, don't worry. It can be done. It can be done, definitely. Okay, so which are the numbers that I would like to take it out? I mean, for me, these are the 2 numbers that I would like to remove them from my 25 numbers pick. Alright, as you can see over here. Alright, my considerations will be number 25 and 9. Okay, number 9 and number 25. These are the 2 sets of numbers that I will consider to take them out. Alright, the rest I'll leave it, and else I'll have 23 numbers here. Alright, so immediately after this, you can random it if you want. If you do not want to random it, then go next stage is called the filter. But before we go into any filter, just take it that if I were to go on a full wheel, how much does it cost me? Alright, as you can see, for 23 numbers, if you play full wheel, that means play you almost every single set, you system them. Alright, system 23, it will cost you, if the total number of ticket generated is 100,947. Okay, 100,000, right, 947 tickets. So 100947. Alright, if you were to divide by 2, alright, it actually costs you, right, $50,473.50. I repeat again, it's $50,473.50. So now my question is, do we need to go to this amount? As we can see that we are not very, we can't say guarantee that it's definitely going to be a 5+1 every draw. So what if happened that last draw you were to play this number and you got a 3+1, you'll be very stunned. So in all games, as I said, there's no such thing as called 100%. So long, alright, our indication is always on the positive side. Means we catch it more often than not. Then I think we have achieved it. Alright, that's a wonderful result, aren't you? Right? You agree with me? So let me close this. So if you are not, then the next thing comes is that if I were to go on the full wheel, alright, without any conditions, let me check on this and how many tickets will it cost me. As you can see, it's 2,259 tickets. That means from 50,000 I cut down. I mean from 50,000 for 100 over 1,000 tickets to 2,059, and I would divide by 2. Alright, it actually cost me 1,129.50. So now it's without conditions, alright, win 6 guarantee 5. As you can see over here, the one in blue. It meaning to say if I do not apply any condition, I just want to wheel on a DIY template, win 6 guarantee 5, it will cost me, number of tickets is 2,259. In cash, it will cost me $1,129.50. Okay? Ready? Good. So in other words, if I were to play a full system and a DIY, alright, you can see for yourself that saving itself is 40,000. I think it's definitely more than the software. It's a big saving. So if you buy this software at 598, it's cheap, really cheap. It justifies the cost. Okay, let me wheel into it first. Okay, now let's check winning history. Alright, and how many percent do we achieve if you were to go on a full system? I mean DIY wheel without conditions. Alright, so let's see what happened here. Okay, the total percentage we can see here is 53%, 76. It's 53.76. That is without conditions. Alright, winning percentage. Let me close this. Now I'm going to apply this thing called the what we call it, the quick filter this time. Alright, and I'm going to DIY wheel. Same set of number. This time I also will win 6 guarantee 5 and see how much I reduce. Alright, as you can see, from 2259 we reduce to 1549. 2259 minus 1549. Alright, there's a reduction of 710 tickets. If I were to divide by 2, there's a saving of $355. Isn't it a lot of money? Of course. Alright, it is a lot of money. So I repeat again, it's 2259, alright, minus 1549. The number of tickets, okay, you reduce is 710. So in terms of cash, you make a saving of $355. Enough to justify to get the software with those savings. Let's take a look at the winning percentage. Does it drops if I were to reduce? Alright, earlier on what we have is 53%. Alright, 53.76. Now it's 52.5. It's barely about 1% different. And you don't forget, you save $300. So from 2259 drop to 1549. Alright, the number of tickets that you save, okay, is 710. And the total cost that you save from here is 355. $355. So you can see the big saving. And the percentage didn't drop much. Why not? And of course, if you were to say this is too much for you and you want to further reduce, alright, there are many ways you can do that. One of the ways is called the smart reduce. Right? Now, from 2259, we drop to 1549. After the smart reduce, we drop to 1032. Alright, so let's take a look from 2259 minus 1032 tickets. A total of 1,227 tickets cut down. 2259 cut down. So it's 1227. So 1227, meaning to say there's a saving of how much? A saving of $613.15. Compare from 2259 to 1032. Alright, the reduction is tremendous a lot. Alright, now let's take a look at check winning. Does it affect our winning chance? And how much does it affect us? It's 49%. So in other words, from 53% drop to 49% is about 3 to 4% difference. But you must bear in mind. Alright, the saving of $613 is a lot of money. So you can see for yourself, the saving is way great, too great to resist. Right? I'll leave it to you to consider what I just mentioned. In total play, as you can see, the two winners that we have, all of them are playing very consistent, and all of them are playing very cost consciousness, and all of them apply almost every single data that they could find in WinTOTO Advanced into their winning. So this is where they got the results. There's reason why in Example we always promote play responsibly. We also promote play by pooling, because pooling is one of the great source for you to enjoy economical skill. What we do, we pool together all the resources that we have, we pool together with the knowledge that we have, we pool together our luck. And I think that is a wonderful way to achieve winning with a small capital outlay. Alright, that is important. That's why we need to pool, and we have to. Now I'm going to leave. I've really come to the end of my presentations for the WinTOTO Advanced, alright, 3.2, as you can see over here. So if you have not upgraded to this latest version, one thing for sure, you will not be able to see what I've just showed to you. Alright, but of course, if you're ready, give me a tinkle at 9230037 if you'd like to purchase a copy of it. Of course, if you'd like to upgrade, do give me a tinkle at 9230037. I'm most glad to answer your call. And most importantly, always bear in mind, alright, winning is possible. Alright, there is under a few conditions. One, we have to play consistently, and we must always play with a system. Alright, and these tools, WinTOTO Advanced is a good tool that enable us to play consistently and also systematically. Thank you so much for your time watching this video, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of you, alright, a very happy winning on the 6th of June. And bear in mind that if you like to win Toto, think about WinTOTO Advanced, and if you like to win together, do think about Excel pooling. And I'd like to welcome all of you to join us and pool together, and let's win together. Once again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful days ahead. Importantly, enjoy your Toto game. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.